You may be seated. Good morning, St. Paul's. Welcome to Youth Sunday. My name is Kori Harmon, and I'm the granddaughter of Jackie Halstead. Tomorrow, I'll be starting my first day of high school, which is actually really nerve-wracking now that I'm saying it out loud. But I'm feeling hopeful, happy, and excited. However, mostly nervous. One of the things that I'm nervous about is answering questions about myself, specifically those regarding my faith. Oftentimes, I wear a cross necklace that engages in questions and judgments from my peers. A lot of those questions and judgments come from places where others feel differently about God than I do. I thought about how I would like to respond, and I'd like to share some of that with you. In our gospel today, we read that once Peter experienced Jesus' glory, he spat out that he wanted to make dwellings or a house for him and the other men that accompanied Jesus. Peter was so elated with what he just witnessed that he wanted to give back to Jesus by making a home for him. And directly after that, a voice came from a cloud that said, "This is my son, my chosen. Listen to him." When the voice had spoken, Jesus was then found alone, and it kept quiet for the next few days. For me, understanding the Bible is a journey in itself. It's a lot about perspective, which can change as you study more and have more life experiences. With that, this is my perspective of the gospel for today. After Peter spat out that he wanted to build a house for Jesus, Peter didn't even know what he said. He just wanted to do something, to be a part of something that he saw as meaningful and important. He couldn't fully explain why he wanted to make the decision, but he knew it was right for him. I believe Peter was deciding to walk in his purpose. After he spat out what he wanted to do, a cloud, almost like his conscience, confirmed that Jesus was the chosen and that Peter was in good hands if he listened to him. If we look back in the book of Luke, chapter 9, verses 18 through 20, it reads, "One day, Jesus left the crowds to pray alone. Only his disciples were with him, and he asked them, 'Who do people say I am?' 'Well,' they replied, 'some say John the Baptist, some say Elijah, and others say you are one of the other ancient prophets risen from the dead.' Then he asked them, 'But who do you say I am?' Peter replied, 'You are the Messiah, sent from God.' This is what I want to talk to you about this morning. Making the individual decision to walk in your purpose. In December of last year, I made the decision to continue my faith and was confirmed within the Episcopal Church. Being confirmed means that it is now your choice to continue with your Christian journey. The difference between baptism and confirmation is when you're baptized, you're usually so young that you can't make that decision yourself. When you're confirmed, you get to learn and make that decision yourself. Now, being confirmed, I realized that I don't see a lot of teenagers my age making the same decision. Adults a lot of times will say that Gen Z is not as active as they should be in church, or they don't believe in God as much as they should, or they don't at all. For Gen Z, a lot of times the reason why some of us are not in church or involved in a Christian life is because of what we have experienced and what we have seen. However, what others say about you and your faith should not discourage you. You decide when and how to proclaim who God is to you. While preparing for my confirmation, I learned more about my religion. As I began to understand more and more, I realized that following God was one of the many tools that I wanted in my toolkit of life as I grew up into a young adult. You choose to follow him, and then you'll be walking in your purpose. When you walk in your purpose throughout your daily life, doing your daily activities, when people see you doing what you enjoy, people see the God in you. People see God's work, what he has done for you. But how can we achieve walking in our purpose? I won't say it's easy, and I definitely won't say I know the perfect way. But what I will say is these steps are the steps that are helpful to me. Praying, or just praying about it. And listen to God. He is always available to hear your heart and will speak to you if you listen. Pray about your concerns. Pray about your end purpose. Cast your fears, concerns, doubt, everything onto the Lord. Know that the answer may not always be immediate, and it may not always be what you want to hear, but it is what you need. Throughout my early childhood, my mom would play a song, I'm sure a lot of people know it, called "He's an On-Time God." I'm sure if you know it, you know the hook. He might not come when you want it, but he'll be there right on time. You may not see God's work exactly when you want it, but you will see it when you need it. A constant theme with Gen Z is individualism, creating safe spaces and appreciating others' ideas and experiences. For me, this includes expressing my faith, my love for Christ in a way that is meaningful for me. Like I said before, I wear a cross necklace usually almost every day. I also have a wristband that may say a verse or two. When I listen to my music, I have a playlist full of music that are gospel songs, but not the typical gospel songs that you might listen to. They're gospel songs. I'm not saying that they're bad. They're very good gospel songs, okay? They're gospel songs that are created by teenagers and adults who are closer to my age and can put them in more modern terms for me to understand. It's my playlist, okay? Listen. I'm learning that when I walk within my purpose as a Christian, other people become intrigued with what they see me doing and are eager to learn more. This action can lead to others identifying and walking in their purpose. That was Peter's experience. He saw something in Jesus. He wanted to be a part of it. No convincing needed. He saw something that he needed, and he went after it. So Gen Z is not completely giving up on Christianity. We are finding our own purpose, and for many, that includes prayer, it includes faith, and it includes Christ. It may not look like what other generations are used to, but we are still very much active in our own ways, in our faith, and in our church. Gen Z and other generations are continuing to evolve. It's what humans do. Again, not to speak for an entire generation, but I can say that what can help to walk in our purpose is to surround yourself with friends and family who support your milestones and support your activities, especially when it comes to your Christian journey. Continue praying and realize that the answer may not come right away, and it may not be the answer you want, but it will be the answer that you need. When you're walking in your purpose, you can talk about it loudly, you can make your actions public, you can share your journey on social media, or keep it to yourself, write it down in a journal. I want to leave you with this. Others will know. When they see you, they see God's work. They see what God has done for you. They see God's love. They see God's art. Thank you, St. Paul's, for being a part of my Christian journey and helping me walk within my purpose.